All right, hello once again. Jeff Scott of Rankin Technical College. We've been talking databases, and in particular, we have been going over MySQL by examples for beginners, and we're up to section 2.9, loading, exporting data from or to a text file. As mentioned, there are several ways to add data to a database. We've been doing A so far. We've been manually inserting statements. All right. Second, we can run the insert commands from a script, or third, we can load raw data in using the load data or the MySQL import facility. So what we're told to do here is it says besides using insert commands, you could keep your raw data in a text file and then load them into a table using the load command. For example, use a text editor to create a new file that's called productsin.siv. Now I'm just going to copy this, and I'm going to bring it up in Notepad, which is always the safest way to bring this kind of stuff up. So there it is, and I'm supposed to save this as productsin.csv. Now hopefully you know this already, but if I do a file and I do a save as, sometimes when you do that, all right, if I do it like this, and I don't have the double quotes around it, it'll save it as productsin.csv.txt. But if I put double quotes around it like that, it'll always save it with the right name. There it is. Okay, so I've done that. This is a CSV file, comma-separated variable file. Sometimes it's called comma-separated value. It doesn't really matter. Now it says we can load the raw data into the products table as follows. All right? So it says need to use / instead of backslash as the directory separator. That's fine. But I have to find out where this particular table is going to live. Okay? Well, where I just put the table, okay, is right here. The table is thought I saved it right here. Date modified. There it is. Oh, and it looks like it saved it as an Excel file, which is interesting, but that's fine. But it is under, let's do this. That's what I want. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to put in the command as it's shown right here. I'm working on a Windows machine. So, load data, local in file, then in single quotes, the path to my file, and what they want are / instead of backslashes. And that's products underscore in.csv into table products columns terminated by, all right, lines terminated by says the use command is not allowed with this MariaDB version. All right, so it doesn't like it, but let's talk about what it does anyway. Okay, this says basically what I want to do is I want to load this comma-separated variable file into my products table. All right, and I want to that each column that's in there is terminated by a comma. Well, if you remember the way it looked, so that's each comma, or each column rather. And lines are terminated by \R, which is a carriage return, \N, which is a new line, and that's this right here. If this had worked, this would have removed, I believe, everything that was in the products table and replaced it with the stuff in our CSV file. Now, they give you some notes here, and they say you need to provide the path absolute, all right, which means from the root, basically, or relative from where you currently are, and the file name. The default delimiter is \N. If it's prepared in Windows, you need to include line terminated by, which we did. The default column delimiter is a tab. There is also this. The MySQL import utility program. So let's see if we have better luck with that one. All right. So it says create a new file called products.tsv. I think this is pretty much what we had before, but it's fine. Copy. Let's get a new file in here. Paste that in. File. We'll do a save as. We'll save it right here to the desktop, and they tell us to save this one as I think it's products.tsv. Products.tsv. All right. And TSV is tab separated value or tab separated variable file. Okay, then they tell us to do this. Let's try it and see if it works. MySQL import -u root -p local southwind and with us it's c:/users/rankin/desktop/products.tsv semicolon, and it says we have an error. Well, I believe that I did type it incorrectly. Let's look. MySQL import -u root -p local southwind, the path, everything that was in there was correct. Now it didn't like that. All right, so what can I do? All right, one thing that you can do is rather than doing this, you can write scripts, which are cleaner, and I think that's what we're going to talk about in a minute. Complementing load data, you can use the select into. Let's try that one. I haven't had very much luck so far, but we're going to try it anyway. All right. So I'm going to come in here and grab this. So select star from products into out file. And again, single quote, c:/users/rankin/desktop/ and I don't remember the name of that CSV file, which I need. I don't want to do that. .csv columns terminated by lines terminated by, and it says that file already exists. Oh, we're taking it, we're throwing it into a new file. Okay, that's fine. So select star from products into out file. Let's give it a new name. So we're going to put it here, and we're going to call it, how about products out? Well, that's what it said there. Products out. All right. Columns terminated by, lines terminated by. And it says 7 rows affected. Well, that's a good thing. So let's check. We should have a new file in here that's called products out, which of course I can't see right now. There's products in, there's products. There it is. And if we open this, there's our data as it currently exists. So we were able to go in, grab that data, and throw it into our own comma-separated file. The reason that this stuff is important is there are a lot of utilities that you can use with things like Excel, where you can grab data and take Excel data and put it into MySQL or vice versa. All right, so that's where that might become important for you. All right. So I'm going to grab this, but I'm going to create a new table in just a second. All right, so I'm going to grab all of this stuff. I'm not going to delete products. I'm going to make a products 2. So I'm going to copy this. Again, I'm going to throw this in here. Put all that in there. Let's cut down my font size. All right, so I'm going to insert into products 2. All right. In fact, let's do this. I'm making a script here. So let's create table products 2 as select star from products. All right. And let's even put some comments in here. And we'll say clone products table, calling it products 2. Okay, so that's what we're doing here. Next, we're going to come in and remove all data from the products 2 table. So that'll just be a delete from products 2, because that'll remove everything. Now we'll come in and we'll add all new data into the products 2 table. Then we will finally come in here and we will verify that the new data is in the new products 2 table. Let's cut the font size down even a little further just so we can see what's going on here. All right, so what have we done here? Well, we're writing a script. We're telling you to create a brand new table called products 2. We're doing it by selecting everything from the products table and we're putting it into products 2. I think that should work. Then we're going to remove all the data from the table we just created. Then we're going to insert all new data into it. And we'll verify. In fact, let's do this. Let's verify that the new data, how about that the old data has been copied to the new products 2 table. All right, so I've got all of this stuff in here now. And I'm going to highlight all of it, copy it to the clipboard. This may or may not work. but hey, give it a try, right? Now, this has changed over the years. It used to be you had to right mouse click. You couldn't just paste it in. You had to right mouse click and then choose copy. Now if I right mouse click, it puts everything in. Okay? So now what did it do? Well, let's see. Create this. It said we did it. All right. Verify that the old data has been copied. It says we have an error. Oh, I put a single dash instead of a double dash. So let me drop table products 2. All right. I wanted to get rid of that. And I'm going to come back to this. And where I've got a dash, I needed a double dash. That's why it didn't work. All right. All right. So let's get rid of everything that's here. Copy this in. Now take it from the top. So clone the products table, calling it products 2. All right. Create table products 2. So I'm creating a brand new table, but I'm creating it as I'm copying everything from products into products 2. So when I get done, all the old data from the products table has been copied to the products 2 table. That's what I wanted done. Then I delete all the data. I could have also come in here and done a select star to show there was nothing in there. But then I'm adding all new data in. And when I hit enter, there's my new data. Oh, not I don't want to select star from products. I want to select star from products 2. So there's the original products table. There's our new there's the original products. There's our new products 2 table. All right, I have to manually go in and change these product IDs. That's not a big thing right now. The point is, what I was able to do was I was able to run a script. Okay? What I really should have done is a couple more things. Let's go back to here one more time. I'm going to cut my size down just a little bit more. All right, so I cloned the table. In fact, what I can even do here is say, drop the products 2 table if it currently exists. So drop table if exists products 2. Okay, then I cloned it, then I did a select star, then I deleted. After I delete, I want to verify that the old data has been removed from the products 2 table. Then I want to add all new data in. All right. Now, I don't know why with null, null, null. Oh, I know why. I do know why, and I'll show you it in just a second. Okay. When we went and copied this table to this table, it copied everything, but it didn't copy over describe products 2. It does not copy over the nullness, the keys, etc. It doesn't copy over any of that. So it doesn't copy over the internal schema stuff. It just copied over the field names, the field types, and the data. All right? So I can alter table products 2, and let's see, MySQL alter table add primary key. That's what I want to do. To add that, reference manual alter table primary key. Well, it's in there a bunch of times, so I'm looking for an example because I want to do it correctly. Alter table, not drop primary key. So I want to say add primary key, and then I have to tell it what column. Hopefully I'm going to do this right. Add primary key product ID. It says I've got an error. I don't want to add a new field. I want to add the fact that that's a primary key. I don't want to add a column name. I want to alter a column, I think. Add primary key attribute to an existing field. See if it takes that. Set existing column as primary key. Now that looks good. So add primary key, and it looks like I needed it in parens, and I didn't put it in parens. Alter the table, add primary key, product ID. Duplicate entry 0, and that's good because I have those zeros there and it should not have allowed that. All right, so let's select, in fact, let's describe it and see if it took that. So describe products 2. It didn't take it, and I think that's why. So let's update products 2, and we're going to set product ID. I'm gonna get an error. Let's select all of our data first. All right. So let's update products 2. Set product ID equal to 2002, where quantity, you shouldn't normally do it like this, but it'll work because all the quantities are different. So that'll fix that one. And here we'll set the product ID to 2003, where the quantity is 100. And finally, we'll set it to 2004, where the quantity is 5. I don't want to do it where it's 500. How about where the price is 0.47? All right, so now let's select star from products 2. Okay, now I've got all these. Okay, so now that'll work. Now I can go back in and say alter, not alert, alter table products 2. And what was the syntax again? Add primary key product ID. Now it worked because it didn't work before because I had zeros in there, but it worked now. Now if I describe my table, so if I describe products 2, notice it's a primary key. Okay? What I did not add is auto increment. Okay? And I probably should have done that. I don't know if you could add auto increment. I just saw how to do that. Alter table, add auto increment. Increment. You must specify the type of columns before the auto increment directive. All right, I don't know what that means, but let's check and see if we can put that in. So let's try this. Let's copy this. Move this way up. Put this in here. Alter table, so this will be products 2. Alter column, this will be product ID. All right, and let's see if it takes that. Does not like it. So alter the table. I think I put something wrong in here. Alter table, alter column. The SQL to do this. There's a couple reasons it might not work. You can find more information. Auto increment is part. You have to define the complete data type for the table once again. This is what I did in MySQL, and yes, you need to write the column name, the ID, twice. Below statement works. You mention the data type and the column name, so they look like they want to modify in here. So let's look and see if that one works. Well, this one did not work. So again, we will alter table, products 2, modify column, product ID, int auto increment. So let's see if that one works. Hey, it did. Now let's describe products 2. And notice auto increment. That's perfect. So if I enter a new record in, all right, so insert into products 2 values, and I'm going to put in here null. Product code will be ERA. It's going to be an eraser. The name will be eraser X. The quantity will be 1,000. And the price will be 37 cents. Select star from products 2. What I'm looking for is we have these. I want to see if it automatically numbered it as 2005. Oh, I want products 2, not products. And there it is. So it automatically numbered it for us. Now, hopefully you didn't think what I just did was a big waste of your time for anybody watching this. All right? But what it does show is how we can run different scripts. All right? Now, I'm going to stop once again. Whoa, I'm way over on time. And I'm going to jump back in when we get back. I'm not going to go into part 3 right now. Instead, I'm going to do part 4. All right, and I'll explain why that's the case in just a couple minutes.